Nuno Espirito Santo took part in his first press conference as Tottenham Hotspur boss earlier today ahead of our pre-season friendly against Leyton Orient on Saturday. He stated to improve our squad is not easy, but Fabio and Steve are working on new signings. He also spoke about the future of Harry Kane, and Spurs are now being linked with 3 Wolves players, Willy Bolly, Daniel Podence and Connor Cody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. Big apologies for not uploading videos in the last couple of days. It's been a very, very busy week. But thank you so much for your support, because there has still been over 100,000 views in the last 48 hours when I haven't even posted. So thank you very much to everybody that watches this channel on a regular basis. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start the video by talking about Nuno Espirito Santo's first press conference as Tottenham Hotspur head coach. Now, of course, we have our first pre-season friendly, Leyton Orient away on Saturday, 3 p.m. kickoff. A report has just been published by the Evening Standard, and they are stating that new Tottenham manager Nuno Espirito Santo says there's a lot of work to be done in the transfer market. Nuno is speaking to the media for the first time as Spurs boss and has been spending the 2 weeks since his appointment getting to know his squad. Spurs have been linked with a number of players in recent weeks, most notably Takehiro Tomiyasu, Jules Koundé, Milan Skriniar and Houssem Aouar and Danny Ings. With new football director Fabio Paratici installed to oversee comings and goings, there is also expected to be some departures. Now, Nuno Espirito Santo said in his first press conference, "We have been talking, not only me and Fabio, but Steve Hitchin also. We are aware there's a lot of work to be done, but at the same time, it's hard work to improve our squad. The quality we have, the talent we have, it is not easy, and we have to find the right players who can help us. But it's been good work on a daily basis. Each moment we have the chance to speak, to share opinions, me, Fabio and Steve." Nuno then went on to say they do their job, they look at the market, I do my job on the training ground, and we get together ideas and try to find the best decisions. But like I say, to improve our squad is not easy. Now, my opinion on this, I said last week, 5 weeks until the Premier League starts. Well, now on Sunday, in 2 days' time, it's 4 weeks. 4 weeks until we play Manchester City in our opening fixture in the 2021-2022 Premier League season. Manchester City, don't get any bigger than that, playing the champions, and we do need signings. Nuno has been very nice in the press conference today, stating that it's very, very hard to improve our squad. A lot of Tottenham fans would argue with that and say, well, I think it's pretty easy to improve our squad. Defensively, certainly, and that is the area I keep going on about. But when you look at the squad, and I've said it many, many times, we now need a backup striker to Harry Kane again. We now need a creative midfielder. Still need it. Since Christian Eriksen left, we need defensive backline. We need a new right back. We need a couple of new centre backs. So it is very easy to improve the squad. What Nuno probably means is it's not very easy to improve the squad with the money that we perhaps want to spend in these areas. That's probably what he means. Nuno said all of the right things in his press conference. If you haven't seen the press conference, please do check it out, because always great to see how the manager acts and how he answers questions in his first press conference as Spurs boss. I'm really looking forward to seeing Nuno in his job. I think that Nuno, and he very rightly said today, Fabio and Steve, they're doing their jobs. I'm doing my job on the training pitch. So it's now up to Fabio and Steve to go away, find players, bring new players in. But what also worries me as well is not only is the Premier League 4 weeks away, we haven't actually offloaded some of these players that do need to lead the club. So I'm hoping, and I said this all last week, I'm hoping in the coming days we start getting announcements saying X, Y and Z are leaving the club and X, Y and Z are coming into the club. So, you know, we do need that changeover of personnel as soon as possible. Just a little bit more on the Nuno Espirito Santo press conference ahead of the Leyton Orient game on Saturday. Naturally, journalists asked Nuno a number of times about Harry Kane's future. Will Harry Kane be a Tottenham Hotspur player next season? And Nuno was asked, do you have any doubts? Nuno replied with, I have no doubts in my mind. What I wish for is Harry to recover well and have a good rest. Nuno then said when he arrives, he will feel that he has to commit himself to become better. We are ambitious, we want to do well, and we count on Harry to do that. Harry is our player, period. There is no need to talk about anything else. Now is the time for him to rest. When he returns, we can have a good conversation. I'm looking forward to him joining the group. Now, my opinion on this, Harry Kane, of course, I want Harry Kane to stay. But this is exactly what I want to hear Tottenham Hotspur officials coming out with. Certainly our new boss, Nuno Espirito Santo. Harry Kane is our player, period. There's no need to talk about anything else. That is exactly what I want to hear. But I do want to hear it from the player. You know, I want to hear Harry Kane say those words. I will be wearing a Tottenham Hotspur shirt against Manchester City at the start of the new season. That is what I really, really want to hear. We all know Harry Kane is a Tottenham player. You know, Nuno is stating the obvious there. He's a Tottenham player, period. But will he be sold? That is the big question. Will he be sold in this transfer window? If a bid comes in for £150 million, are we going to say no? That is exactly what all of us want to know the answer to. Now, I've gone full circle with this a couple of times. I've gone from thinking that Harry Kane is definitely staying to then going, then again, and now I'm back to I think Harry Kane is staying, but I do want clarity from the player. I would love Harry Kane to put a tweet out stating something like he does for England. Really looking forward to the new season. You know, a picture of him in a Spurs shirt. You know, looking very excited about starting for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, working under Nuno. I know he's now on holiday. Having just finished the Euros, but you know, all of us want the clarity that he is going to be committed to the club. I know everyone will be saying, yeah, but of course he's committed to the club because he's got you know, a couple of years left on his contract. Of course he's a Tottenham Hotspur player. But what worries me deep back in my mind is the fact that if a bid comes in for £150 million, will Tottenham turn it down? The Tottenham Hotspur women made an announcement earlier today, and it states, we are delighted to announce the signing of Molly Bartrip. The defender has signed a contract with the club until 2023 and will wear the number 5 shirt for the Spurs women. Molly returns to the club at which she began her footballing journey as a young player, having turned out for her under-10s in the mid-2000s before going to spend time in the youth systems at Charlton Athletic and Arsenal. Now, my opinion on this, now in the last couple of weeks, the Spurs women have released so many players, but then again, they have signed so many players. The person in charge of the recruitment of the Spurs women at the moment, perhaps they should get a place on the recruitment at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club and get a few players in for the men's team. But they are doing some serious business over there at the Spurs women, and you know, for anyone who watches the Spurs women on a regular basis, I think that it will be a brand new team next season. A report has been published by the Metro newspaper this morning, and they are stating that Tottenham are reportedly plotting a move to sign Wolves defender Willy Boly after missing out on a deal for top target Jules Koundé. Newly appointed Spurs head coach Nuno Espirito Santo is intent on adding quality to his options at centre-back for the forthcoming campaign, and the club have been scouting the market for possible reinforcements in this area. Discussions have taken place with Sevilla and French star Koundé, but the 22-year-old's camp informed Tottenham he had no intention of joining them as he wishes to be playing Champions League football next season. The report then states, although Spurs had hoped that Jules Koundé would be open to a fresh challenge in North London, where he would have been a guaranteed starter, Nuno and the chairman Daniel Levy have been forced to go back to the drawing board and assess other potential options. Bologna's Takahiro Tomiyasu and Lyon's Joachim Andersen have both been linked in recent days, and a new player has now emerged on Nuno's radar in the shape of Wolves centre-back Willy Boly. And according to TalkSport, Willy Boly initially joined Nuno at Wolves on loan from Porto back in 2017 and quickly established himself as a key player, completing a permanent switch to Molineux the following summer. The The 30-year-old Ivory Coast has gone on to make 138 appearances for the club, but struggled with injuries last term. The report claims Nuno is also interested in a possible reunion with Wolves attacking midfielder Daniel Podence after the Portugal international's eye-catching opening 18 months in England. My opinion very quickly on this, Willy Bolly and Daniel Podence, always Nuno Espirito Santo is going to be linked with old players at Wolves. I could certainly think of some better Wolves players that I'd rather Tottenham sign if we had to go back to Nuno's old club. Willy Bolly, 30 years old, struggled a lot with injuries last term. I wouldn't exactly get excited, I must say. Reports were published earlier today by Shoot and the Football Insider, and similar reports to last week and the week before. They are stating that Tottenham are very close to completing a deal for Bologna defender Takehiro Tomiyasu. It is suggested that the Lily Whites expect to complete a deal this month after a breakthrough in talks with the Serie A side. The 22-year-old reportedly has his heart set on a move to Tottenham, and all parties involved now expect the deal to be completed. He then states that the versatile defender who has represented Japan 23 times has already signed personal terms with Spurs. The deal will reportedly be worth around £15.5 million, with the majority of that as an initial fee and a small percentage in add-ons. Being able to play comfortably at either centre-back or right-back, the defender will provide much-needed competition for places across Tottenham's back four. And England international Conor Cody has also been touted as another possible target for Spurs. However, it's thought that they would face stiff competition from the likes of Everton for the Wolves man signature. My opinion on this, I've mentioned this in the last couple of weeks. The Takehiro Tomiyasu deal we all expect to get done. It was just a matter of a couple of £1 million in the, what Tottenham would pay for him and what Bologna wanted. But having spoken to Fabrizio Romano a week or so ago, Fabrizio Romano was very confident that this would be Tottenham's first summer signing because Takehiro Tomiyasu had his heart set on joining Spurs. He wants to come to the Premier League and he wants to play for Tottenham Hotspur. And also in this report, it states that England international Conor Cody has been touted as another possible target for Spurs. Now, very, very impressed with him. The last time Wolves played Spurs, Conor Cody I thought was absolutely superb. So if Nuno was to go back to his old club and sign a player, Conor Cody would be one that I would welcome with open arms. Certainly with our defence at the moment. And I think Conor Cody would certainly add improvement to it. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy Tottenham's first pre-season friendly, Leyton Orient away, 3 PM kickoff on Saturday. Stay safe and well. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, come on you Spurs.